What's up guys, my name is Chris, or Tentacalist, and today I'm bringing you a Taric gameplay. I'm going to be playing support. I don't know the grades, it's just some random person, and Day is playing Rise in the mid lane with teleport, so that kind of comes into effect pretty well. I'm not really going to be talking about the gameplay, you've kind of seen some of it already. This was the backdrop to my Theory of Mind video, but there was a lot of parts that I didn't get to show, and I felt this gameplay was pretty good, and so I wanted to, kind of show it off. Right. When I first made this channel, my intention was to kind of do a variety of games, to not just play one thing, but to play a lot of different things and do fun commentaries over some things that were, pre-recorded, or then do live commentaries of stuff. Now, I've learned through doing this now for a couple of years that that isn't really a way to grow. People like watching for certain things. Like right now, the majority of people that watch this will be watching it because they've subscribed for my League of Legends stuff, not for when I used to do Pokemon or the original Black Ops, stuff like that. It's just not going to happen, really. They have probably ignoring my content completely. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just the way I assume it's happening. However, I do kind of want to do stuff that's more variety, I don't want it to diminish the amount of League of Legends content that I have. So if that is a worry that somebody has, then it really shouldn't be. That's not what I want to do. I want to keep putting out videos for League of Legends just as frequently. I just want to also add to it with other stuff. I'm just curious how many people would be interested in seeing that, because I don't know if people have subscribed for me, like to listen to me and my commentary, or if they want to listen for the guides that I've done and the helpful tips and stuff, of that nature. I don't know if that's the reason you've subscribed, and if it is, then I understand that you probably wouldn't want to watch something where it's just me playing, Left 4 Dead with some friends and you're just having a mess around sort of time instead of, helpful, formative times, which I completely understand. But I mean, if that is something you would like to see, let me know, because I am interested in doing that. Like I said, it's what I wanted to do when I first started up the channel. Yeah, there's not really much else I can say about that. Now, with the League of Legends stuff, I actually do have some other ideas in mind, some series that I want to do. They might take me a while to kind of get into doing, but one of them I already did mention, which was the What Would You Have Done series. That video where I put up the, I think it was the Dunning-Kruger effect, and I said every game you play, just at the end, look at it and say, what did I do wrong? Don't blame anyone else, just blame yourself for the loss. And then I said that I was interested in uploading a video where you could critique it for me. You could look at what I did and tell me what I could have done wrong. I actually do have a gameplay in mind. There was a Shen, I was Shen top, and I do not have a clue how I could have won that game. We lose, obviously, and I just don't know what I could have done differently as Shen to have won the game, which I know is probably a strange thing because Shen used ult the person is about to die and then you'll be okay. So I might put that one up if people are interested again in kind of doing that. And then I was thinking about making that an actual thing, like people can then post video responses to it, and other people will then look at their videos and do the same thing for them, like tell them where they went wrong and how they can correct any mistake, and just point out the mistakes to them basically. So that's something I want to do. Another one I had an idea was kind of a double series sort of thing. So all the time there's always champions that people consider to be the current flavor of the month, and then there's champions that people consider to be like OP champions. So right now Akali is really, really popular. Singed is going to become extremely popular. So what I was thinking of doing is actually doing a series on essentially how to beat those champions. So if you are just fed up of seeing Singed every game at the moment, then I'll go over how to beat him, what champions you should pick, items that do well against him, and general just sort of playing against him, what you should do. So if that's something you'd be interested in, let me know. And then I also had a flip side of that. So Singed, now obviously if I was to do this and you see it and people are starting to figure out how to beat him, I could then do a video for the Singed players on how to then re-counter the counter that somebody is using against them. I'm not sure how well it would work. I don't know if my knowledge of the game is that much that I could do that, but I can give it a go. and then if it doesn't turn out well, then I'll just leave it. And finally, another thing that I was interested in doing, somebody actually suggested this in the comment section of the previous video, is doing like a top plays or, you know, top X or whatever. So if you have a top play or something like that, then I don't know how I would do it. I guess send me a message on YouTube, and I will get back to you with some information about how you can send it to me. I might set up an email and then I'll figure out what to do with that. So if you think that's something you'd be interested in, I should have really put that at the start because chances are not many people have gotten to the end of this. But yeah, I might do another video in the future. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. This was kind of a weird one, I understand. I'm sorry, it wasn't really League of Legends related. I just wasn't really feeling like the super talkative over the gameplay. So I just wanted to kind of chat about the channel, I guess. So, if you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and also consider subscribing. Not that this video really gives you a reason to subscribe, but if you do want to find out why you should subscribe, click the video on the left, and it's actually a tips video for Nautilus where you can actually see how to go through walls with his Q. And then if you click the video on the right, it's Elise Spider Bomb tactic, so you can check that out and learn some new stuff about Elise. So thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.